I gathered every single Grammy-winning rap album from 1996 when the Grammys for rap begun, all the way up until today where Doechii took home the Grammy, and I put them all into a randomized bracket to see which album comes out on top. There are 29 albums, so the random album that gets a skip for the first round. And the college dropout gets a skip. Our first matchup is already a tough one. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers versus Late Registration. Two very well made albums. I'm not a big fan of Mr. Morale. I respect the album and have a few tracks I go back to here and there, but Late Registration is one of Kanye's best albums and a true masterpiece, and in my opinion, filled with more gems. Late Registration wins this one. Now is Release Therapy from Luda and Coloring Book from Chance the Rapper, and I actually don't like either of these albums. I was never a fan of Coloring Book, even after giving it so many tries, and Release Therapy is nowhere near one of Luda's best albums, so it's pretty much a 50-50 here, but Coloring Book is slightly better, so it wins this round. Next up is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy versus Invasion of Privacy. I mean, come on, do we even have to talk about this one? We're talking about one of the best, most groundbreaking hip-hop records of all time comparing to Invasion of Privacy. I don't even want to get into it, but this album should not even have won. Over Victory Lap, over Daytona, Swimming, even over Travis Scott's Astroworld. Bro, who created this list and why? Yeah, Kanye wins that round. Now, Marshall Mathers LP and Speaker Box. We all know the winner. If you think otherwise, you are wrong. I'm just kidding. I respect all your opinions, but Marshall Mathers LP is the winner. Speaker Box is a pretty saturated album with skips all throughout. Not much to say, but Marshall Mathers wins this round, and it's safe to say this album will do great in this bracket. Back-to-back Eminem albums, The Eminem Show vs. Igor. Both incredible albums and my favorite Tyler album for sure. It hurts to see Igor get eliminated so early, but it's the luck of the draw. The Eminem Show is one of the best rap albums ever made and will be advancing into the next round. Now we have Stankonia and Alligator Bites Never Heal. All respect to Doechii, but this album should not have won this year. To be fair, the nominees for best album were pretty weak as hip-hop has been falling off recently. Stankonia, on the other hand, is an incredible album, still in my rotation today and my favorite Outkast album. Stankonia is an easy winner for this round. Now we have another Eminem album, Recovery vs. King's Disease from Nas. The year Nas won, there weren't many great albums that came out that year, and Recovery by M is loved and hated. Definitely not his best album, but a great album. It actually isn't an easy choice, but the winner is Recovery. A much more complete album and overall a better one. Now it's Damn vs. Hard Knock Life, which is actually Jay-Z's only Grammy for rap album, which is kind of crazy, but definitely not his best album. Damn is my favorite Kendrick album and an easy winner of this round. Incredible album. Kendrick checked off every single box with it. Take Care vs. Call Me If You Get Lost. Both amazing albums and both albums that are still in my rotation today. It's very unfortunate, but both Tyler the Creator albums are losing in the first round. Take Care is Drake's best album and a better album overall. Take Care is filled with so many iconic, amazing tracks, and it's tough to beat this album. Now, The Heist vs. Graduation. We all know The Heist should not be here. Even Macklemore knows he stole it from Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City. Graduation, on the other hand, is a groundbreaking album, really ahead of its time, still one of the best hip-hop albums ever. The Heist is pretty forgettable at this point. Graduation wins. Next up is The Carter 3 vs. Poverty's Paradise. Both respectable albums, but come on, The Carter 3 is amazing, and in my opinion, Wayne's best album. I can't wait to hear the OGs rip me up in the comments. I respect how iconic Poverty's Paradise is, but The Carter 3 is so much better with so much more value. The Carter 3 wins. Once again, another Eminem album, the Slim Shady LP, going up against No Way Out from Baby Oil. No Way Out is a good album with some bangers, but a very concise album. The Slim Shady LP is a top 3 from Eminem, which says a lot. Some might say M's best album. If we went song for both albums, the Slim Shady LP easily beats No Way Out. Slim Shady advances here. Now, another matchup where both albums are pretty mid. Yeah, I said it. Michael vs. Marshall Mathers LP 2. This is not a great album from Eminem, and Michael is an okay album. It's interchangeable, but the Marshall Mathers LP2 wins this round, but I don't think it's going to go very far in this bracket. Now for the final matchup of the first round, a tough one. The Score vs. To Pimp a Butterfly. Both amazing albums, but To Pimp a Butterfly is the winner here. It's hard to top a pure rap storytelling album, which is what T-Pap is. As good as The Score is from the Fugees, it just does not top Pimp a Butterfly. Now again, we have an uneven matchup, and the Carter 3 gets a skip, so the College Dropout will take its place. Basically, every matchup from here on out will be a tough one, starting with Late Registration and The Coloring Book. This is probably the only matchup here where it's the clear winner. The Coloring Book barely made it here, and its time is up. Late Registration easily advances. Now this is tough. the Marshall Mathers LP versus My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Both incredible albums with incredible tracks that are still some of the best to this day, but if I had to put these head to head song for song, the Marshall Mathers LP wins, but definitely not by much. Now back-to-back Eminem albums again versus my favorite Outkast album. The Eminem Show is the best-selling rap album of all time globally, so it's kind of hard to debate it. It's a heavyweight here, and as amazing as Stankonia is, the Eminem Show wins this round. Another Eminem album versus Damn. But this time it looks like the M album will get knocked out. Damn is easily one of the greatest rap albums ever, and Recovery is not a top 3 Eminem album. Damn wins this round as overall it's the better album. Now Take Care versus Graduation. I'm starting to regret my decision of making this video because it's pretty tough. My choice for this round is Take Care. This album was truly innovative for a mix of hip hop and R&B. Even though Graduation was also incredibly innovating, Take Care is the better album overall, which I find myself going back to more often. Now we have 2 early albums from 2 of the greatest rappers ever. The College Dropout versus the Slim Shady LP. The Slim Shady LP is a very raw album bringing a very underground feeling, which is a factor that makes it great. But the College Dropout feels like a much more complete album with a deeper track list and more iconic tracks. The College Dropout advances here, knocking off the heavyweight Eminem. And to end the round, we got a clear winner. To Pimp a Butterfly versus the Marshall Mathers LP2. The Mathers LP2 is lucky to even be in the second round because it's just not a great album, whereas To Pimp a Butterfly is a great album. T-Pap advances. We have no more skips now. It's a straight head-to-head with 8 of some of the greatest albums ever, starting with the Carter 3 versus Late Registration. This feels like a pretty even matchup. Both bring a very solid track list, but I would give the crown to the Carter 3 here. Going song for song, the Carter 3 has more winners and wins this round. Finally, an Eminem versus Eminem matchup, the Eminem Show versus the Marshall Mathers LP. To me, it's an easy choice, even though 2 are the greatest selling rap albums of all time. The Marshall Mathers LP brings more substance, more of the raw Eminem feeling, and better tracks in a concise track list. My winner is Marshall Mathers LP. Damn versus Take Care. 2 incredible albums and 2 of my favorite albums, so it's a very tough choice, but I gotta go with Damn. I find myself going back to it more often, whether it's a front to back listen or a shuffle listen. Take Care does have a few skips, whereas Damn has maybe 1 or 2. To Pimp a Butterfly versus the College Dropout. The debate of the ages, the College Dropout is gonna win here. I go back to the College Dropout way more frequently than I do T-Pap, and it's my winner. Which brings us to the final 4. The College Dropout, Damn, the Marshall Mathers LP, and the Carter 3. Starting with the Carter 3 versus the Marshall Mathers LP. As much as I love the Carter 3, the Marshall Mathers LP is the winner here. It's got so many iconic and amazing tracks that just have not been topped yet, and it advances to the finals. And who will go against the Marshall Mathers LP? Damn or the College Dropout. Both incredible albums in their own way. Damn brings amazing storytelling, and the College Dropout brings amazing production and lyricism. And I have to put the College Dropout ahead. It's one of, if not Kanye's best album with timeless tracks. Bringing us to the final matchup of the Marshall Mathers LP and the College Dropout. Both iconic and incredible albums, but just like I said in the first round, the Marshall Mathers LP takes the crown. It's one of the best-selling albums for a reason, and to this day, a difficult album to top. My guess is for decades to come, it's gonna be one of the best albums ever. I can't wait to be that annoying unk that hates on the young kids for putting on Yeet and Playboi Carti albums over this album. But let me know in the comments down below where I got my picks wrong and where I got them right. And if you love music, be sure to subscribe for more of it, and I shall see you in the next video.